Hey Doodles, Smurf here. So today I'm answering a question for someone called Danielle and a whole pile of numbers, and she asked whether the Primrosia dual tip watercolours actually bleed through colouring pages. The Primrosia 100 dual tip watercolour markers come in this fabulous little box which has wonderful gold embossing on it. The little card that you can see here now says, "We're so thrilled that you have chosen our watercolour markers. Primrosia markers work beautifully with our Primrosia watercolour journals or Primrosia watercolour pads. We have so many gorgeous stationery designs in the pipeline, we can't wait to show you." And then it says, you can get a whole bunch of information on their website, YouTube, Facebook, and anyway, I went to their website to have a look, and it's not published, so that was interesting. Anyway, the Primrosias, obviously they've tried to fit as many pens in a box as possible, so some of the fine tips are up right, and then you've got the brush tips. That's why it looks like there's two different pens in the box. There isn't, they're all the same. The barrel is actually a matte finish on it, like it feels matte rather than a glossy barrel. The one thing that I would say pissed me off is that there are no coding numbers or anything on them, so you've got no way of identifying which blues which, etc. As you can see, I've got some standard masking tape and gone and made little flags and wrote numbers on it just so I can identify each colour, and I will make a swatch order later on. I'm going to try these out first and foremost in my Johanna Basford 2022 planner. I'd never had any intention of using these for colouring in books, but I wanted to answer that lady's question, so Danielle, I thought I'd just use it on the front page in this lovely little planner, which I'm quite excited to use this year. And yeah, so without further ado, going to get into it now. So just the front page there, it has got some pretty flowers on it, and we've got to pick some colours now. As you can see, starting out with the purples and violets. Or the pinks rather. Starting out with pink. So the brush nib feels quite nice. I can't wait to use them on watercolour. I've already planned out what I'll be drawing for the watercolour picture. I haven't really used felts, really ever. I've never liked them, so when it comes to like colouring in or whatever, so it was quite interesting for me to have to use something in that way. I've got the Ohuhu markers and stuff, but they go on completely different paper and that kind of thing. So yeah, it was really interesting for me. I found it quite streaky. Obviously, that's probably the nature of them on this kind of paper. So I didn't really quite like that. As it dried on the paper, it got a bit better, but I'm really layering it on this paper and giving this paper some real crap with them, so it'll be very interesting to see whether they do bleed through or not. And then I'm moving on to a nice orange tone for the centres of the flowers. Going in and doing some more layering with the purple. And then we've got the green leaves. I actually really enjoyed doing the green leaves with the two different lighter colours there. I kind of like the look, if you get what I mean, but I would appreciate this look on paper that handles it better. So what I might try is with the watercolour paper, I might try using them like felt as such on the watercolour paper and see if they look nicer with less streaking. And I will also use them as watercolours. What I might do is because I've got these water pens here. So I'll try them with that, and I'll also try them with my Kuretake Zig Colourless Blender. The Kuretake Zig Real Brush Watercolours. I'll try that with them too, so there'll be a video coming up with that, and I'll be drawing a cute little purple and yellow hedgehog. So that should be fun. And also in this picture you can see that the light source that I was going for was coming from that direction. So what's that left hand top corner? That's what I was going for. Don't know if I pulled it off or not. It's actually been quite a while since I just coloured something in. So I actually quite enjoyed it. It took me actually like an hour and 27 minutes to colour this in. Most of that time, what you can't see here is I spent a lot of time going through the colours, trying to find the colours, because as I said, it really sucks that there's no real system with these. And now you can see I've gotten out my Faber-Castell Gold Fabers, and I'm just using one of the pencils for the background for the flowers, and I'm leaving those little daisy looking flowers. I'm not very clued up on flowers. Just blank there. I could have probably used some pencil on them or something, but I didn't feel the need. It was just an experiment. But as you can see, it doesn't actually bleed through the paper very much, given how much layering I was doing and how dark the colour was. So I would say you can probably get away with it with Johanna Basford type colouring in books, meaning the thicker paper. And then I thought, for Danielle, I would try these out in a standard colouring book. So here we go. Now, I really didn't like them. The paper couldn't really stand up to it. The paper started pilling and feathering. It was streaky as, and I couldn't even be bothered finishing the page with them, to be honest. But this is the cheapest of the cheapest colouring books that I own, $8 New Zealand dollars. And yeah, our dollar's not very strong, so it probably cost like $3 in the US or something like that. But as you can see, it bled through quite badly. So my advice would be not to use them in these very cheap colouring books. Anyway, guys, that's all from me today. I will catch you in the next video.